Yeah, all their new signings are out here behind me. I think most of the new signings are actually in the group right at the end, the far group. You may be able to see new signings like Rayan Aït-Nouri, who they signed from Wolves. Also Rayan Cherki, who has arrived from Lyon with a big reputation. And another midfielder as well, Tiani Reinders, who they've signed from AC Milan, who was voted the best midfielder in Serie A last season. But if you look at this training pitch at the moment, I mean, it is packed with all the star names in Manchester City's squad. Of course, the only player who's not here is Jack Grealish. But apart from Jack Grealish, you would have to say that this is arguably one of the strongest squads in the Club World Cup. And that is why Manchester City are one of the favourites to defend their title as world champions.
Yeah, it's not just new names on the playing side, is it, Carve? Pep Guardiola has added to his backroom staff as well.
Yeah, now we have two Peps at Manchester City. And if you're a Liverpool supporter, this one is going to get some getting used to because Pep Linders is somebody who worked alongside Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool for 9 years. He was alongside Jurgen Klopp for all those tumultuous title battles against Manchester City. But of course, he left Liverpool last summer at the same time as Jurgen Klopp. He went to manage Red Bull Salzburg. That didn't work out. He left Red Bull Salzburg, took a bit of time out, has been living back in Holland with his family. But I think a couple of weeks ago, he got a phone call from Pep Guardiola, who was looking for a new assistant coach. And after a few conversations, he decided that he couldn't really say no to Manchester City. So although it's a little bit strange seeing him here wearing Manchester City training kit, he is the new assistant coach at Manchester City. And I think that's just another sign that Pep Guardiola wants to change things up this summer. He's already refreshed his squad. He's also refreshing his backroom team as well. So they're not going to take lying down the fact that Liverpool won the title last season. And I think they are going to be taking this competition very, very seriously, which is why we see so many of their star names here out in Miami today.
Yeah, you said some of their star names. You mentioned the new signings, but also the more established players at Manchester City, because people forget that even before they bought these new players, that squad looked pretty formidable, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You can see in the near group here, Phil Foden training. I mean, Phil is somebody who missed the England squad, so he missed the last couple of games. I think he felt that he needed to take a break from football just to recharge his batteries. Obviously, he didn't have a great season by his high standards, so perhaps this can be a fresh start for him at City as well. And also, a player really to look out for in this tournament is Rodri. I think we can see him in the middle group there. He's somebody, of course, who was a massive miss for City last season, out with that serious knee injury. But he did come back and play for just a few minutes towards the end of the season, I think, in the game against Bournemouth. And he is being sort of advertised and marketed as one of the stars of this tournament, because let's not forget, he won the Ballon d'Or, so he's officially the best player in the world, and City will be absolutely delighted to have him back. And having watched him this morning, he seems to be totally fit, 100% fit, and he also seems to be in a very, very good mood, because so far this morning he's been the sort of clown of the Manchester City travelling party. In a nice sense of the word, sorry, not in the sense of the word, not in the sense of the word that offended Ange Postecoglou.
Good save, good save. Listen, a trophyless season for City last season, of course, unless, of course, you count the Community Shield. But with that in mind, how important is the Club World Cup to City?
We've been getting mixed messages, I think, from Pep Guardiola about how important this tournament is. On the one hand, if you go back 18 months to when we had the last Club World Cup, which was in the old sort of shortened format in Saudi Arabia. Pep Guardiola and the City players took that very, very seriously. He made the point that, you know, it was incredible to think that Manchester City could become world champions considering where they'd come from. So they fought really, really hard to become world champions in that tournament. Although I have to say that the quality of the opposition in that tournament in Saudi Arabia wasn't that great. They didn't really have to be at their best to win that. But I think this competition is going to be tougher because it's a bigger competition. There are more teams. There are teams like Real Madrid playing in it, like Bayern Munich, like Chelsea. But Pep Guardiola, I think, in the lead up to this tournament, I think in a couple of press conferences, seemed to suggest that this trip to the US was going to be pleasure as well as business. I think he was talking about all the great golf courses that are very, very close to where we are here at the moment. So I'm sure these City players will be relaxing as well. Obviously, Miami is an incredible city. There's so much to do. I'm sure it won't just be work. They will be having some downtime as well. But I think Pep Guardiola will be taking this tournament a little bit more seriously than he's perhaps admitted to in public, because I think it means a lot to him. And also, of course, the people who run Manchester City and the players to be able to say that they are officially the best club in the world and they are the world champions.